Welcome students to class 8. Today we'll start with our new unit, that is challenges at school. So what is your part? That is to do this exercise part, that is you have to give your responses. You can make a group of 3 friends and you can discuss about this. Okay, it is a response that which subject is good or which subject you don't like. So likewise you have to make the responses. Now let's start with the chapter, that is section 1, the Mahatma's mark sheet. So students, in this chapter we will be understanding about the Mahatma's mark sheet, and not only the Mahatma's mark sheet, it is about us also, that only marks can't determine the future of a child. As may you have heard about that a paper can't decide a student's life. Okay, so let us know first about the person who is the author of this chapter, that is Ramachandra Guha. He was born on 29th April 1958. Okay, he is an Indian writer, okay, who has interest in environmental, then social, economical, political, contemporary and cricket history. So all these are the writings of Ramachandra Guha. Then another important thing you must know about him is that he is also a columnist for the Telegraph and then Hindustan Times and some Hindi newspapers also. Example is Amar Ujala. He was a columnist. He used to write articles for these papers also, and he also won many awards like Sahitya Academy Award and the Padma Bhushan. Okay, he won Sahitya Academy Award for India after Gandhi and Padma Bhushan for India's third highest civilian award. Okay, now let's go through the chapter. What is the chapter is all about? First read this box. Why have you fared so badly in the exam? These marks are just not good. How often have you been at the receiving end of such remarks made by parents, teachers and both? But there is hope for us, for we aren't many famous people were mediocre students in school. Read the following article about Mahatma Gandhi as a student. So you may have many students may have heard about by their parents, teachers or from both that you don't get the good marks, you should study well. Many times you got these remarks, but what is more important is that not only to get the good marks in exam but to be a good person. Okay, let's start with the chapter. So in this chapter we will be understanding about Gandhiji's life, that he was never a brilliant student in his early life. Okay, in his school time he was not a brilliant student. So let's read the text first. Mahatma Gandhi was one of the most influential men on the 20th century, but what kind of a student had he been? Our curiosity in this regard is understandable, and the answer will be found in his own autobiography, My Experiment with Truth, and some careful preserved records of one of the schools in which he studied. So they are saying that Mahatma Gandhi was the most influential person in 20th century, but do you know about his student's life when he was a student? So we get to know about it by his own autobiography, that is My Experiment with Truth, and some of the records which were preserved regarding his school marks. So what is all about Experiment with Truth? It is an autobiography of Gandhiji. It covers his life from early childhood through till 1921, and it was written in weekly installment. Okay, it was published in a weekly installment and published in his journal. Okay, Navjeevan. In that magazine it was published. So let's read the text. Gandhi has changed many schools before the age of 10, but spent 7 years in a high school in Rajkot. He tells us that he was certain not regarded as a dunce. His certificates of progress and character were never bad. He even won prizes at the end of the second standard and scholarships in classes 4 and 5. And yet he says with characteristic modesty that was only due to merit. In the later years, however, his attendance became lax, a mere 110 days out of 238 in Standard 3rd. For example, his marks in the annual examinations normally averaged between 45% and 55%. He was even made to repeat a year, partially due to poor attendance because he had to attend to his sick father and his newly wedded wife. He then became a serious student and got an overall score of 66.5%. He could no longer be called a mediocre student. The matriculation exam saw him secure the 404th rank out of the 799 successful candidates. His mark sheet reads English 89 out of 200, Gujarati 45.5% out of 100, Mathematics 59 out of 175, and General Knowledge 54 out of 150. So what happened, what is all about chapter is that he was a good student, okay. But what happened during his marks are fluctuating in the range of 45 to 55%. Though he secured about 60% and won 66.5% in his middle school classes, he was a real in the examination that mattered most, that is matriculation. And I already read the mark sheet of Gandhiji. What kind of marks he got? That means due to his sick father, his marks fluctuate. But what is more important is that he was real in his exams. You can also go through the meaning. What is the meaning of mediocre? That is not very good. Then dunce, that is a slow learner. And characteristics, modesty, that means experience a lower opinion of his ability in a manner which is typically of him. And lax means careless and slacksy. So when he was before the age of 10, he changed many schools, okay. But he spent 7 years in high school in Rajkot, and he also shares his experience about the exams, okay, in which due to less attendance and carelessness his attendance was very less, and normally he ranges from which percent? He ranges between 45% to 55%, and even he repeated one class once again. What is the reason? That was due to poor attendance. What was the reason for poor attendance? He had to attend his sick father and his newly wedded wife. So what is the main motive of this chapter is that not the marks are important. What is important? That you should be real in your exam. And I am teaching you this chapter right now, as so your exams are also coming. You should be real with your exam. You should be true with yourself. That matter most. So much of his academic records, but did he cope equally well with all the subjects he had to study? In his own words, English became the medium of instruction in most subjects from the 4th standard. I often myself completed at C. Geometry was a new subject in which I was not particularly strong, and the English medium made it still more difficult for me. So, what was the academic record? He's saying that academic record doesn't tell much, but my interest of subjects were that English became the medium for instruction in many subjects. Like today also we are studying social studies, science, all this in English language only. So that means English is the medium of instruction in most subjects. So from 4th standard he has to study all of the subjects in English except the Hindi or Sanskrit. okay, then it is very difficult for him. I found myself completely at sea. That means he feels very difficult to study all these subjects, and geometry was again a new subject for him, in which he was not good, I think so. And the English medium made it still more difficult for him. The teacher taught the subject very well, but I could not follow him. Often I would lose heart and think of going back to the third standard. When, however, with much effort, I reached the 13th proportion of Elucid, the utter simplification of the subject was suddenly revealed to me. A subject which only required a pure and simple use of one's reasoning power could not be difficult. Ever since that time, geometry has been both easy and interesting for me. So he is saying that in the starting it was very difficult for him to study the new subject, that is the geometry, but slowly, and he is also saying that the teacher taught him very well, but he could not follow him. But as he tried his best, he put much effort, then he understand the simplicity of the subject, that it should be only the thing he required in that subject is the reasoning power, and then the subject of geometry became very easy and interesting for Gandhiji. Sanskrit provoked a harder task. In geometry there was nothing to memorize, whereas in Sanskrit I thought everything had to be learned by heart. So what was his opinion about Sanskrit? That it is very hard task and he have to memorize everything in Sanskrit, and in case of geometry only he have to do the reasoning, nothing to memorize. Did the frail but agile Gandhi enjoy physical education and sport? In the higher classes, the headmaster of his school had made gymnastics and cricket compulsory for the boys, but Gandhiji disliked both. He never took part in any exercise, cricket or football before they were made compulsory. So, another thing that he faced in his school life was the physical education and sports. Even though he enjoyed physical education and sports, but he never took part in any exercise, any cricket, football, any match. But up to that time only, when it was not compulsory in his school, and as the teachers makes the sports compulsory, then he have to take part. My shyness, he say, was one of the reason of his aloofness, which I knew she was wrong. I then had the false notion that gymnastics has nothing to do with education. Today I know that physical training should have as much as place in the curriculum as mental training. So he is saying what was the reason of Nate not taking part in any exercise, cricket or football? That was his shyness. He was very shy boy who don't like to talk with much people and just to keep alone. But he was a false notion, means he have a false understanding that gymnastic has no connection with the education. But as he started, means after some times he got to know that the physical training is also similarly important as the mental training. Another regret that Gandhi felt in later years was about the neglect of handwriting. Another thing that he neglected was the handwriting. Even until his days in England, he has paid little attention in his writing. But later, when he saw in South Africa the beautiful handwriting of lawyers and young men born and educated there, he repented of his neglect. To quote him, I saw that bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of an imperfect education. Then another thing what Gandhiji neglect was that his handwriting. He used to neglect his handwriting and just complete his work on copies. But later on, when he saw the lawyers and the young men who born were, they used to write in a very, very beautiful language, he again neglected and thought that it is a sign of imperfect education. I later tried to improve mine, but it was too late. I could never repair the neglect of my youth. Let every youth, young men and women be warned by my example and understand that good handwriting is a necessary part of education. So, he is now saying us that every young man and woman should be know that take my example and understand that good writing is again a important part of an education. Despite his rather ordinary performance in examinations, Gandhi's middle school teacher marked his conduct as very good. The record also provides glimpses of some of the writings that Gandhi did in his English papers. Perhaps an essay that he wrote in about 40 lines on the advantages of cheerful disposition encouraged him to become that rare politician who was never known to have lost his temper. For 25 marks, he had been asked to paraphrase a poem which describes how Jesus would reveal himself only to the poor peasants, not to the rich men whose chariots went whirling past. So, despite of having a ordinary performance in examinations, the middle school of Gandhiji was quite good, and teacher marked him as a very good. And the record which was kept for Gandhiji, in which he got two questions. The questions are mentioned that he have to write an essay, and another question he has to paraphrase a poem. Okay, these were the two questions which were asked by the Gandhiji in his examination. Might not this exercise have struck an early awareness of exploitation and injustice? Such are the records related to a student who later exerted an influence on countless Indians and turned ordinary teachers, lawyers, clerks, and the like into nationalists with heroism and a spirit of self-sacrifice. It has been said that Gandhi could fashion heroes out of common clay. His first and undoubtedly his most successful experiment was with himself. So, what is the last paragraph? It is the most beautiful paragraph, that all such records related to this student, they are okay, but only the person, means the Gandhiji have turned all the peoples into one, and a new heroism was, and a spirit of self-sacrifice originated. And again students, this chapter gives you a great meaning that only the mark sheet can't determine your future. All that can determine is that what you gain from this studies. Okay, so just learning the chapter and learning the question answer is not the thing. All the important thing is that what you learned, how you react with your near environment, how you react to people, all that is which shows your education level. So our chapter is completed. We'll do the exercise part soon, and get well prepared for your exams.